Hello and welcome to Faithful to Interior Design Masters. That's right, we're here with another show. In case you are new here.
That's right, everyone. We're here with another one.
A new show. So you may be new here. You may not know who we are, what we do. My name's Ben, host.
My name's Alex. I just turn up. I don't get paid for this either. Well, I sometimes get the occasional bag of chips, but even then it's soggy and been bought a couple of hours ago.
How long do you think it's going to be until they do a celebrity version of this?
They've done a celebrity version already.
Did bag of chips do it? That's what made me think.
No. But remember,
oh
Kemp
yeah, of course. Yes, Martin.
They had to decorate a youth centre.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's series.
This is how well we know this show.
No, I do remember it now. He did it with his wife, and he got a guitar.
It was amazing, and he totally deserved to win. Spoilers. Oh, for God's sake, don't go. His was the best one. He built a stage for rock and roll concerts and a drum kit, and he gave up one of his moustaches, one of his guitars from his Spandau Ballet days.
But we're not here to talk about Celebrity Design Masters yet. We're here to talk about Series 7 of Interior Design Masters with Alan Carr, Ben and Alex.
Yes, Alan Carr sadly couldn't make it. Michelle's late, didn't she? She said she'll be here in about 20 minutes. Hopefully she'll be here before we finish the podcast. She'll be on the back of a bus or something. So we are here to discuss the show. In case you are new here, we are here to discuss it very tongue-in-cheek. And of course, design is personal. So we may say things about these contestants' designs. We might not like them. I might like them. You might not. Also, who are we to speak, really? Because what's our design criteria? I have a
hello.
Well, no,
video podcast. Everyone.
Do you have a degree in design?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a social media following where people find out whether you've made something out of paper mache or out of decking? No, you do not.
I have a degree in design, graphic design. Ish.
Oh yeah. Do you?
Kind of a unit of the.
It was a unit. It was part of your BTEC, was it?
It was.
I have a GCSE in art.
So do I.
Okay.
My art was really bad.
Just showing you. I'm just
especially my GCSE one when I gave up in school. My GCSE, I drew a pyramid.
Right.
But it was so bad. I literally did it in the last hour. They were like, "You've had 8 weeks to do this project," and I was like, "No, I'm going to restart it now." And then it all went wrong. I think I've just been on holiday to Egypt, and I was like, pyramids.
I did a tile.
Oh, what, ceramic tile?
Well, is it ceramic? Yeah, I guess so. And I basically couldn't think of anything so I literally used the design that was on the side of my trainer.
So you copied?
So I wrote Nike.
Nike? Oh, for God's sake. What grade did you get?
I got a GCSE. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I didn't get good. Can't remember my GCSE. I messed up my year 11 and it all went downhill from there. So we are here to talk about everyone else's design skills. I mean, part of this is also just to be a bit nosy.
Yeah.
You're looking around people's beach huts. You're looking around hotels.
Also gives you ideas of what you want to do in your own house.
Yes.
Many a year we've watched this, not talked out loud about it, but we've watched it and you've gone, that's a nice idea, stolen it. You have. That's not a criticism.
I've stolen the hallway from Pinterest.
Yeah. There you go.
So yeah, I said, okay,
so you shouldn't be embarrassed. You shouldn't be embarrassed. The Mona Lisa in our bedroom is not real. Yeah, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Look, if you guys have any thoughts...
But we can judge these 10 people.
We can, and we will.
Fairly.
If you guys like judging 10 people on a reality show, competition show, where they do interior design, and you'd like to get in touch with us, you can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. And on there, it's got all the links of how you can watch or listen to us and comment underneath the video on YouTube, Spotify. Follow us. Don't forget to ring the bell, do all the good stuff. And it's got all our social media links on there as well. And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you give us a £5 one-off monthly donation.
That's right. So this week's competition, the challenge was to do a beach hut, which normally they do a bit later in the series. It's very early for this. Though it is quite an easy, the easier one because it's a small space.
Well, normally they give them a room. So they've kind of swapped them around because I know next week is the hotel room round. Mm-hmm. Normally that's one of the first ones. So I guess they have to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, and they're not in pairs this year.
Well, I think that would be something that will happen.
I hate it when they do pairs, though. It's not fair.
It is, because the idea of them being paired up is that they take a little bit of that one person's inspiration and a little bit of the other person's inspiration, and they're able to mix it up and create something even greater than themselves. That's the whole point of it. Because we learnt on this episode everyone's style, their signature style. If some were contemporary, some was graphic,
so looking
colourful,
into their brains, wasn't it?
Modern romantic was thrown out there as if it meant nothing.
Isn't that a music
Mid-century
genre?
with a twist. Pardon? Well, this is what I mean. There's so many different music genres. Animal print maximalist. Modern contemporary.
I felt that Sophie, she in her VT said that she designed her husband's barbershop with pirate themed.
I loved it.
Yeah, good barbershop.
Immediately I was like, hello, Sophie. I think I'm going to like your design.
But then her beach hut was also pirate themed and it looked like a barbershop.
Well, it's a beach, isn't it? It's meant to be pirate, isn't it? Uara Mihai. She did say that it's where it was, where the design challenge was Avon Beach or something. It has a smuggler's past. And having lived yourself in a place where smuggling took place before you moved past the border up north.
I did.
You know, that's why they have all those secret tunnels underground in Lymington, because that's where they used to smuggle the whiskey.
So that's what Sophie was incorporating into her beach hut.
That's what she was incorporating. Okay. So she had a barrel. It got cut in the hole in the side.
Sink in it.
Used as a sink. There was a pump.
This used to be a bowl. It's got a hole in it. Now it's a sink.
Now it's a sink. Michelle had a merry time pumping the water through.
Yeah, a bit squeaky though. A bit cheap. So, yeah. But I thought that she didn't like it, Michelle. But then when it came to the end, they were like, oh, we loved it. I was like, oh, where did this love come from?
Well, listen, if we're going to talk about the way Michelle kind of listed all the people she liked, it was pretty much quite a wide net of people. Like, she chose her favourite, which we'll talk about obviously in a moment. But then she was like, and I liked yours, and I liked yours. Oh, and a special note to you, and I really liked yours, and you threw a crap, come follow me. Like, all right, Michelle. Michelle didn't hold back. She had a few facial... The thing with Michelle, which I love, is that she says one thing, but her face says another. So she's like, I love it. But her face is completely drawn.
Especially when her guest designers with her and they say something that she doesn't agree with.
Yes.
But she has to, she goes,
doesn't she? Yeah.
But then she just sits there and then you can tell on her face what she's really thinking.
My favourite for that one was Leah, and she did a kind of like a Sicilian, Italian kind of beach hut with all the lemon designs.
I agreed with Michelle here.
Well, and the other judge, Jonathan, said like, oh, do you think that it's kind of a bit out of place because it's Italian and we're meant to be in the British beach seaside culture? And Michelle said, no. It's sunny.
Makes me feel warm.
And that's the right brief. So Michelle struck him down.
Well,
it's either Michelle's way or no way.
Yeah, and then he had to agree. But she did say she didn't like the ceiling, and that's the bit I didn't like.
I liked Leah's a lot, actually. Leah's was my favourite. I have to say, Ben's was amazing. I really like Ben. Ben has come out the gate strong.
I thought Ben's looked like Arthur Fowler's shed from EastEnders. It reminded me of a garden shed where you open it and there's a bit of this there and then a spade there and then there's some pot plants there and then there's a sink there and there's a welly boot there. Do you know what I mean? It was all, and there's a haunted photo there. It's like,
it wasn't a haunted photo.
Yeah, but that's what it gave me the vibe of. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it was very... It just reminded me of a garden shed.
It reminded me of Victorian era. So his signature style was reflected. He kept to the brief. He loves the royals. He kept to the brief of keeping it to the environment in which you're styling in, as in a beach hut. I felt like it felt like a nice modern beach hut.
I didn't.
And he considered sustainability. He reused a lot of things. That door, which he used for the screen for people to get changed behind. I thought Ben ticked all three boxes. I think Michelle was right to point him out as being the winner of this task. And I disagree with you strongly. I really love the aesthetic of that beach hut.
I liked it.
He didn't anything at Arthur Fowler's hut in the gardens. It had a radio and some soiling.
It was just soil. It reminded me of a garden shed, not a beach shed. That's all I'm saying.
Well, why though? I don't understand.
Just because of the I don't know something about it.
I thought it was exciting.
It reminded me of earthy, not beachy. But it's fine. He won star things.
He had the beach balls for the table.
Yeah, I didn't like that because then he had.
But how's that earthy?
Well, it's not. But I don't like those people because they're on top of a vintage table. It was very mixed.
We've gone to the crux of the matter, and I just think you just didn't like the design, and that you disagreed with it, and you were trying to find excuses.
I didn't dislike all of it.
You dislike it. You don't know why you dislike it, and you thought, I know, earthy.
It did look earthy, but it looked finished, so it was good.
I thought it stuck to his signature style. A lot of them said, which I'm going to get to, Tio. Right, a lot of them had like these VT packages where they said, right, my signature style is this, that, and the other, and his was, Ben's was contemporary Victorian, perfect, fitted what he made. Tio's was retro modern, But everything in his beach hut was modern. He bought the IKEA kitchen set. He bought the table set, the picnic set. He said, Michelle pointed out, like, you could just go into a camping shop and buy bash. What did she say? Click, click, bought. Click, click, bought. So she's saying, like, all Theo did was go online last night and we were click, 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 click.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. And she did do the obvious warning right at the beginning where she said, I want to see sustainability and reusability. You have been warned.
Yes.
And then there wasn't
She raised her hand ever so slightly, but then Alan Carr was like... Put it down, Michelle.
So yeah, Theo's was very it was just, it was, I don't know. There wasn't much design. That was the main problem with what Michelle had. There was no design here. And it was who was the guest designer? Jonathan. When they sat down on the hard
Michelle's
benches
like,
with no,
this is really uncomfortable.
It's like, it's obvious that this is, it reminded me, when people make fun and when they're like, a guide takes you back to their room for the first time and it's just like an empty room with a mattress on the floor.
What are you saying about Michelle?
No, but like, when it's like,
Michelle's easy, is she?
No.
Take her to a beach hut and she's anyone's.
No, when it's like a meme online, it's like, he brought me back to his house and it was like a mattress on the floor. And
Michelle's the village bicycle.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the design side. Like, that's what it felt like. Theo was very much a straight man in an empty flat.
Right.
And that's what this was like.
He's just moved to London. He's got not enough money for furniture, so he's just bought a mattress.
Didn't buy a pillow. It just hard.
He was hard. Michelle was ready.
It was just a hard sofa which had no thought out of I may need a pillow here to sit on. It was just a hard bit of wood.
You're quite right, and that's something Jonathan did point out as well. Jonathan pointed that as well. He kind of said that there was it was very base layer. You needed to think the
like
next
your mind.
step. Yeah, so the pillows weren't very, and also the way my mind is base. Also, he said about the pillows, and they then showed the shot of the beach hut, Theo's beach hut, and you could. And I know what he was saying with that. It's like if you're going to present present pillows on a mattress or whatever Theo had done that was uncomfortable for Michelle's bum.
It was just
then it was, but they weren't fluffed or anything, were they? They were just kind of just like, it was like Theo kind of went, yeah, that can go there, that can go there. And I completely agree with what Michelle said as well about like the outside was literally just like, he literally just looked like he'd gone to Argos and like got a picnic set and just said, right, that'll do for there, which is kind of then contradicts Theo's whole thing, which was, I'm retro modern, I like to take old things and then put it into a modern setting. And it was really very much, it was like walking through an IKEA store. Like all he had to do was paint some arrows on the floor to remind people which way round to go round his beach hut. And so he kept making a joke about like things being like, oh, my whole house is white, I painted it white. And it's like, yeah, no, I believe you. I think you have I think your style choice is very stark and like a white void.
It's like he's made his house look a bit nice and he's thought, I'm a designer, I'm going to go on this show. And because he's a graphic desiginer, I guess he does have design eye, but graphic design...
But it doesn't translate in this
clean,
situation.
Whereas, this is not...
Graphic design is striking almost for an advertising campaign. Like this is meant to be striking as a comfort, like you go into a room and you want it, or for the purpose. Like later on in the show, they'll be making rooms for like a shop or a classroom or like a information center. And I don't I think Theo might be better at it, but again, it will be very sterile and it just be very kind of generic. I think Theo came onto the show too early. I think he should have given himself 2-3 years of teaching himself. He should have gone onto Kate's YouTube channel, picked up a few hints from Kate, and then come back. If they make a series where they give people a second chance, genuinely, I think Theo came back in 2 years' time. He would then have his own, he would have actually found his style. Again, retro modern, I feel like he just went to ChatGPT and said, what's a style I can say? Oh, I like that. Retro modern, that's mine.
He didn't use ChatGPT as a graphic designer.
No, of course.
He painted his own thing, didn't he?
He painted his thing?
He painted what it's going to look like. He painted it himself.
Oh, good.
So you mentioned Kate. She was also in the bottom 3. Influencer. 40-year-old mum. When's best to start a new career? Now.
Absolutely.
People follow me for my tips.
Yes.
Oh, the Lil's out, darling. So that's a deep reference there. So I was worried about her because Alan Carr warned her. And that's always a bit like, well, Alan's been doing this for 7 years now. He knows what Michelle likes, what she doesn't like. She was taking the reuse ability bit and she was recladding everything.
Yes, which was very time consuming, which meant that it kind
and
of
didn't really make any effect. So it's like, well, what was the point?
They never mentioned it, but when they showed like the other huts and then showed Kate's hut, it felt more claustrophobic. They never said I don't know if it was said and it was never shown, but it felt like because she took away like about 3, I mean, a few inches off the wall.
Every inch counts.
Every inch counts. You know that. We all know that. And that wood cladding made everything feel a bit more claustrophobic. And where a lot of people...
And hers was one of the most empty ones as well.
Yes.
Like hers was just like a bit of a white void as well.
She ran out of time, didn't she? Because she was making these very elaborate things. The door that she used for covering... And Michelle
I can't get changed behind here.
Michelle was like, this is far too laborious and heavy for me. I think that's when we saw Michelle at her hottest.
And there was a weird curtain behind it. And it's like, but the curtain was in the door. So like you're meant to step into that door. I don't really know what was going on.
It reminded me like, you know, in The Sims when you change a character and this kind of curtain comes up. It reminded me a bit of that, like in the game The Sims. Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for Kate.
I wanted her to stay in though. I didn't want her to go.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that Tio, I think the right one.
Right one did go. Like I said, I think Tio came in too early. What about Emily then? Emily was in the bottom 3 too. She loves paper mache. Like her life is paper mache.
She's a tortured artist.
She did explain it a bit later on when she said that she was trained in ceramics, but sadly she couldn't afford a kiln. No. So she decided, well, instead of using clay, I'll start using paper mache.
Should go back even further in history to the paper mache times. So
I love
the clay
paper
making
mache.
times.
I don't see why there's a problem with paper mache. And I have to admit,
no, she just did too much of it.
She did too much of it. But then I think that was Emily thought, this is week 1. I need them to know what.
Yeah, my signature style. This is it.
Exactly, and that's what Michelle asked for. So really, Michelle.
You questioning Michelle? I wouldn't.
She asked for a signature style, but Emily went a bit too far. But I love paper mache. I was saying to you, I used to love as a kid decorating a balloon with paper mache.
I mean, her layout wasn't thought out either because Michelle even got the cameraman in the back to do a camera angle. Just look what I can see.
Michelle implicitly said,
she did. She said,
"Come here,
get here."
Do you think she's an EP on the show? Michelle?
Bug of the white balance. Just aim it that way, and you can see what I can see.
It was very dark, wasn't it? Very shadow.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with that. But when you're on the couch, you do have to listen to what Michelle says because she does. She's very specific, and if you say the right thing back to her, you're safe.
Again, Tio didn't get it right because
he didn't seem to really care. No.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like, yeah.
So tell his friends.
And then when he got when he got thrown out of the competition, I don't know what the word is in this competition. Eliminated, is that what they use? I don't think.
Eliminated from the
when he got eliminated, he just got up and went and didn't like hug anyone goodbye. He just went off back home. So
I mean, he wasn't snarky about it or mean.
No, but it was just very quick. Yeah, okay, bye.
I think I feel bad for Tio. I think he was a bit embarrassed. I get the impression he felt a bit embarrassed that he let himself down. He let himself down.
First one out.
He let Michelle down, and he let the viewing public down. But as you say, Michelle kind of wanted to help him out of his hole by saying, like, I'm intrigued that you call yourself retro modern. What about your hut was retro modern? You bought it all, and you know Tio could have used an opportunity there to kind of like explain. Oh well, normally I do this, but I wanted to do that because of this reason. But he didn't really, like you said, he didn't really fight for the cause.
I don't think Emily he does do vintage modern. Actually,
well, like I said, I think
lying.
I feel like that was a search on Google or ChatGPT, and he was like, "Yep, that's me. I'm retro modern.
What is my style?" That's what he googled.
Yes, I've covered this ground already.
So Ben won as the star.
Yes.
We've gone through his, but he's winning at the moment. Have you got any early favourites? You going to predict anything?
I like Ajit. I liked his rollout table.
Yes, and his bit at the back. I
love his bit at the back. I love Ben. I don't like Ben's obsession with the royal family. I think that's verging.
They're really playing on it a lot as well.
And so is Ben, though, to be fair. I feel like it's literally verging on uncomfortable by how obsessed he is.
I mean, even his bedroom has like portraits of them all over the place, doesn't it? It's like he said even his girlfriend was uncomfortable in his bedroom because of the portraits of the Queen.
Girlfriend?
Yes, that's what he said. He said she was uncomfortable when she first went to the bedroom.
Oh. I'm not outing the guy.
Gay dear. You did. No, dear.
Me dear, gay dear, no dear. No, it
How
doesn't,
very
it doesn't matter. I'm not offended if he's straight. He could be
just disappointed.
If he wants to be straight, that's up to him.
Don't know what he is. It could be anything. But that's not the point here.
You said girlfriend, so
yes.
I'm presuming. Well, then you're
presuming.
He could be bi. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
It could be anything.
He could be. He's liquid. What's it called? Liquid.
I don't know, but this is twice now you've derailed this into sex chat and if someone's gay or not. So stop this. We're here to talk about design.
Look.
I keep the standard high.
Like I say, it doesn't matter. Neither here or there.
You're just shocked and disappointed.
I'm not shocked.
Yes. We all are.
I'm let down, Ben.
We all are.
What have you done for me, Ben?
Single. Can't a man like a bit of paint in the Queen? What I was saying is that even his girlfriend said it was a bit much when she went there, and it's like, yeah, when we were looking around his bedroom, there's portraits of the Queen, portraits of the Charles, there's all sorts. But he's
that
in
picture
his
of Charles
element.
he's got, that picture of Charles he had, that genuinely offends me. I hate that picture of Prince Charles.
I feel like it would be a bit of an advantage.
Nothing against royalists. If that's your thing, then fine.
I hate them.
Okay, I don't hate them.
I do. I said.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to hate people for having an interest in something.
No, I hate the royal family, not Ben.
But again, that's just cool down, my friend.
Well, what I'm trying to say is he's going to have a bit of an advantage next week doing the hotel room because I think his style is going to
suit a castle.
Yeah, suit a castle, suit a hotel room. So I think he's going to be all right because Frankie's does lots of small spaces. She lives in a camper van. She was okay with this one because it was a small space. Bread and butter to her.
So you think a more open space will be more difficult for her?
And yeah, I'm saying that, and I'm also saying that Ben might get a star next week as well.
Double star for Ben.
Maybe.
I mean, you always find that there's an early favourite on the show, that it's someone who tends to kind of like do well repeatedly right at the beginning, and then they sort of derail a little bit in the middle.
They'll go to a school classroom. That's where they can normally get a bit.
Also,
iffy.
when they have to do stuff with other people, sometimes they can be a bit derailed in that regard. But yes, I like AG. I like Kate. I like Leah, actually. I like all of them.
My early favourite for winning is Duran. I'm putting it out there now.
I like Duran. I think she's... I love that she's like... What's her dancing style? Shway. Snickers. Yeah. Snickers. No, Shway.
Slick, I said.
Schnick. Shway.
Yes.
I'm trying to get you to acknowledge what I'm saying. Shway.
Well, I don't care about her dancing style. I just care about her design.
I like her dancing style, and I think it'd be good later on. I feel like it would be a strength in one of the challenges.
What, dancing?
Well, she might have to design a dance studio or something, or a teaching room or something like that. A music room, and she'll be right up her street with Johnny. Yeah. So if they put Johnny and Duran together to design a music room, then I think they'll be excellent together. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But yes, I agree with you. Duran's style was very cool.
Okay.
And she gave a very generous divide in her, as I wrote in my notes, in her beach hut. So
and painted her own bit.
She painted a squiggle line around her arch, which Jonathan was obsessed with. Which I don't.
We've called it the hero's wiggle. He really wanted that to be a thing, didn't he? But no one reacted in the room. So
no one's reacted in this room either.
Jonathan. Poor you, Jonathan. So there you go. So that's our new contestants for the year.
We're not going to do a Theo fact file about Theo?
Oh God, he's gone. Theo.
Theo. Sorry, not Theo. Theo.
Priscilla. Right. So, without giving anything away, what can we expect from you this series?
Not much. Why don't you do, if you could design a room for any celebrity or public figure, dead or alive, who would you choose and why? This
is from the bbc.co.uk Media Centre One. He says, you can read that actually. Go.
It's very far away. I'd have to pick Ayrton Senna. Imagine the fun of curating all his trophies, helmets and memorabilia. Taking his energy from the track and translating that into a space would be really special. I think he's a Formula One driver. There you go.
I was about to say he sounds like a DJ. Taking him from the track, as in his music track.
Yes, but then the hint of helmets and trophies probably then kind of swayed you toward Formula One.
I've never even bloody heard of him.
I mean, that's an old reference. Couldn't you have just said Nigel Mansell or something? Like, it feels like a similar era.
Who's that?
Nigel Mansell is a race car driver.
I don't know, race car driver.
Rick Mail does had done a really cool advert for Nintendo. I've shown it to you. I'm Nigel Mansell. It's really funny. Google it.
What interior design trend do you think withstands the test of time? He said, warm wood paneling is something that will last a lifetime.
Again, we never saw any of this from him.
He only had one day to show us.
Warm wood paneling would have been quite nice if he made like a bar or something in his beach hut.
We bought a new one from IKEA.
From IKEA, yes. Warm wood paneling from IKEA.
What can we expect from him in this series? You want to know the answer? He said, expect a lot of colour, pattern, and some fresh ideas.
Again, nothing. We didn't get any of that in episode 1.
Never had the chance. Michelle crushed his dreams before he got out. So there you go.
And he'll never come back. Do they come back for the final?
On the final, they come and help, don't they? Because they have to do like
do they come and help in the final? A bit like
some
the
of them do.
Yeah. I always forget about that stuff.
Mm-hmm, they do.
Well, I mean...
So, we may see him again.
Would anyone want Teo to be helping them in the final?
Well, he's just done an album for someone I just saw. I think Olivia Rodrigo did the album cover for.
Oh, I thought he recorded an album. I thought you were going to say he's a musician or something.
He's got work. He's all right.
Oh, Teo's fine.
Olivia Rodrigo's there to keep him propped up.
He said he does like artwork for celebrity and stuff. Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm not worried for Teo. It's just a shame. Like I say, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Someone had to go. Why not Teo?
One person had to go and it had to be Teo.
So we'll be back next week for hotel rooms.
Yes, hotel rooms next week. But as always, you can follow us because we don't just cover this show. We cover many, many other shows. If you follow us, you can find out what kind of shows. And you might find something we did in the past that you'd be interested in listening to still by going to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. And on there, you can find all the links to our YouTube, Spotify, and audio podcast stuff, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the good stuff. If you are watching us on Spotify or YouTube, you can comment underneath the video. And if you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation.
That's right. Let us know who your early favourites are and who you want to win, because we'll be bringing it back up to you in 6 weeks' time when the final is. However long it is.
You'll be telling people how you're going to reap it up and just like...
I'll say Jonathan won 1, 3, 4, 5. You said Teo was going to win and he went week 1.
Yeah. Although if he does comment on this now to say he thinks Teo is going to win, I think that Jonathan is going to get a real disappointed moment.
A big shock. Right, we'll see you all again next week if you're only here for this. If not, we're always here for all sorts.
We're here all the time. You can't get rid of us. We're like a bad smell in a beach hut.